Hello fellow Pokemon fans, I am Brascoin and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be going after a Den Toxapex. This is going to be the Regeneration ability Toxapex, hopefully with 5 stats IVs maxed out or more. That's what I'm going for. You can only obtain a Regeneration ability Toxapex, that is the hidden ability Toxapex, in one of 3 dens out here in the wild area. The first of the 3 dens, and the only one I'm going to be talking about in this video, is right outside Motostoke City, where I am currently at. We're going to go to this first den here on the left and save in front of it so we can have a chance at getting a Toxapex. If you are playing in Pokemon Sword, you have a 15% chance of encountering a Toxapex inside the purple beam. If you're playing in Pokemon Shield, like I am at this moment, you have a 5% chance of catching this Toxapex inside the red beam. Now, there are 3 abilities that this Toxapex can have, so your chances of getting the regeneration ability with that 5% is a lot lower than anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and save in front of the den like I just did. I'm going to be doing the date spamming technique to actually get the Toxapex to happen. You save in front of the den just in case you get the wrong color beam. What we're going to do is drop the wishing piece into the den. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. Would you want to throw a wishing piece in? Hit yes. Now you're going to want to have the home button ready to hit in case it's the wrong color. Do not allow the game to save. So it's going to ask me to save. I'm going to hit yes and then immediately hit the home button after seeing what color beam pops up. So I can see that it's red. If it didn't work for you and you got a purple or you got the wrong color beam, you're just going to hit the home button, hit X, hit close software, relaunch the software, and throw another wishing piece in, hopefully getting the right beam, and then getting back into the game. Alright, so after throwing my wishing piece in, I am good to look into the den, see what I got. Looks like a Vileplume, so it is the wrong Pokemon and one that I do not want. So I'm going to hit invite others and start the method of date spam switching. So I'm going to hit home, go over to settings, go down to system, go down to date and time, go down to date and time again, making sure that synchronized clock via the internet is off. Change the date forward 1 day, select OK, and get back into the game. Quit looking for participants, and it'll kick us out. Re-enter, I get more watts from the den, and now it should be a different Pokemon, but it is not. Sometimes this happens, sometimes it gives you the same Pokemon twice in a row. That's okay. Just do the date spam switch again, and we will see what that loads up for us this time. Get kicked out again. You can do this in about 15 seconds. Get another 2000 watts. This time it's a Drapion or Drapion. Gonna keep doing this until I get the Pokemon I am looking for, which is that Toxapex. Alright everyone, I am still outside Motostoke City by this first den looking for this Toxapex. I have loaded up a Toxapex into this den using the date spam technique to change the Pokemon constantly until I get a Toxapex. So I'm going to now save it so I don't lose all of the watts that I have accrued at this point. It doesn't matter if I save or not, even if this Toxapex is not the one I'm looking for. Now, this Toxapex has a small chance of having the regeneration ability. It is not a guaranteed. However, this is the only den that you can get the regeneration Toxapex at. Den 29, there are 2 other quote-unquote Den 29 dens out in the wild, scattered throughout the wild. This is a for sure place where you can get this Toxapex with the regeneration ability. As I was talking earlier with the different colored beams, it is a 15% chance with the purple beam in Pokemon Sword, and a 5% chance on the red beam in Pokemon Shield. So I'm going to use my Gardevoir with a bold nature. Now this synchronized ability is not going to make this Toxapex have the bold nature necessarily. Den Pokemon don't work that way. It works on when you loaded the game and what date it is, and it's completely randomized. I've tried several times to get my Bold Nature to transfer over using Synchronized Ability to this Toxapex, it does not work. But I am using the Gardevoir because it is super effective against the Toxapex, so I'm going to not invite others. Have some random people join my battle, and I'm going to kill this Toxapex and see what I found as far as catching a Regeneration ability Toxapex, preferably with the Bold Nature. If it doesn't have that nature, it's not the end of the world. You can breed for it, and the ability will pass down on occasion. It's just going to be a lot more difficult than nailing that one right off the bat. I'm also not going to Dynamax at this point because my first attack is always going to activate its shield, and the amount of damage is completely limited. You can never do more damage than that on the first run because the shield will stop you. This is a two-tier shield Pokemon, so you're going to have to break this shield 2 times, and it has 4 layers of that shield, or it can withstand 4 attacks, or 3 attacks and 1 Dynamax attacks before it breaks. So this next turn I'm going to Dynamax on, so I can do double damage on its shield for more turns, and it is better use of the Dynamax ability. So, oh, I can't Dynamax anymore. Oh well, it's not the end of the world because I'm super effective against this Pokemon anyways, and there's only a little bit of space of time before it puts up its second shield anyway, so eventually I will be able to Dynamax my Pokemon again. If I can't, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter to me because this Toxapex is going to go down either way. First shield is gone. I'm going to have time to do one attack that's not going to do very much damage because it's going to encounter the second layer shield of this battle, and it's going to basically nerf my attack into nothing. One of my Pokemon is now down, or one of my teammates' Pokemon is down rather, so I have 3 more feints left, and I'm kicked out of the battle. Unfortunately, I'm poisoned. It doesn't affect Toxapex, is evidence of my Synchronized ability. When I am paralyzed, burned, or poisoned, it passes that ability or that status condition onto the opposing Pokemon. It doesn't affect it, so it doesn't get to do anything. I'm going to attack for the 3rd time, and like you see there, I didn't do very much damage to the Toxapex because it's encountering the protective barrier. However, in 2 more turns, I will be able to use my Dynamax ability, it's looking like, which is going to do a heck of a lot more damage. But either way, if I just use the basic attack at the end of this shield, it's going to kill this Pokemon because it's super effective and I have a super strong special attack towards this Pokemon. So I'm really not concerned if I can't Dynamax. It's going to be a pretty easy fight anyways. Got my 4th Pokemon back. And use Psychic one more time. With this, the shield is going to go down this round. Throw should... Oh, Soul Rock is going to do it. Cool. That means we get an extra attack on this Pokemon because Throw will use a physical move. Yeah, at this point I don't even need to Dynamax anymore. My Psychic can do double that amount of damage. Easy. Basically what we need to do at this point is make sure Toxapex doesn't faint any more of the Pokemon kicking me out of the battle. Still has to faint like 3 more Pokemon before we're done, but that is one of them. So I have 2 more chances before I am done in by that. I can now Dynamax. I don't need to though, so I'm just going to use a regular Psychic attack and kill the Toxapex, allowing me to throw an Ultra Ball to catch it. I haven't failed yet at catching this Pokemon. It's actually really easy. Just throw an Ultra Ball. I catched it 100% of the time, or I've caught it, to be more grammatically correct. The main worry is it going to have the nature I want, and is it going to have the ability I want? It's far more likely that it'll have the ability I want than the nature, to be honest. Alright, Toxapex has been caught. No, I don't want to give it a nickname. So we will go into my Pokemon, check out its summary. And it has the Regenerator ability, restores a little HP when withdrawn from battle. And it is impish by nature. Not the nature I am looking for, however, you can breed it with a bold nature Ditto to get the nature, and just give the Ditto the Everstone, and it will pass down its nature. Leave the Toxapex alone in the daycare with the Ditto, and it will give you an egg with the bold nature and a possibility of having the Regenerator ability. As long as one of the parents has the regeneration ability, it can pass it on to the child, regardless of whether or not it has an Everstone attached to it. So you can take the nature from one parent and take the ability from another parent and combine them into one. I have done that. So with this one, it is a Regenerator ability Toxapex, and it does have the bold nature, so you are able to breed for it. But that is how to catch a Toxapex in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the views. If you liked it, leave a like and a subscribe. It would really help out my channel. If you really want to help me out, go to my GoFundMe page, linked in the description below. There's also going to be a card for it up in the upper left-hand corner, that corner. I will put a card there for you guys there. It will help me get better equipment, software, and all that to make more quality videos for you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in another video.